The role model way is the embodiment of the principles and practices of how we work applied to different areas of the business. Maybe most central to these is mentorship. It's in our name, role model. It's the perfect blend of our three core values of character, collaboration, and craftsmanship. And it's really central to our company vision that we are a flourishing organization that launches careers, develops leaders, and serves with humility so that others would see God glorified in our work. While it's central, mentorship is not always natural or easy. It requires work, investment, and consistency. We define mentorship as assisting a colleague with personal and professional growth when invited to do so.
Mentoring a role model is not just a relationship between two people, it's really a culture. We want to have an organization that encourages people to grow and creates an environment where it's safe for them to do that. Failure is okay. We don't want somebody to fail all the time, but failure is a way to learn. So we want people to be able to fail and then learn from it. That's really what mentoring is about. It's not about waiting for someone to mess up and catch them in an error. It's really about coming alongside the person and helping them grow from mistakes and become more valuable to the organization and feel more confident within it.
At Role Model, mentorship takes a couple of forms, both direct and indirect. Each employee has a direct mentor that's assigned to them that's focused on advocating for their growth. But each of you has an opportunity to provide indirect mentorship to those around you by looking for opportunities to encourage and advocate for the personal and professional growth of every single member of the team. Our focus of mentorship is that it's about a relationship, not a recipe. It's about trajectory, not a title. And it's grounded in mentor replication. Mentorship is a relationship, not a recipe. It's not focused on performance evaluations or a checklist of steps that need to be taken.
It's about the whole person. We don't just want to make better employees, we want to make better people, and we want to encourage people to be growing in that way. Like any relationship, it is very much a situation where you get out what you put in. If you contribute to the relationship, you can establish trust better on a firmer basis, probably faster with your mentor, and you will get out of it way more that way.
Mentors are focused on what is holding their mentees back from their growth, providing accountability and helping to steer them on their journey of both personal and professional growth.
We're more focused on the trajectory of the person. How are they growing? Are they headed in the right direction? Are they paced appropriately to make those jumps that they'll make over time? So we focus on what are the couple of things that somebody can address to grow in a particular area. You can't focus on everything all at once, it's too much. Then the role of the mentor really switches to how can I help you steer and navigate growing in those areas. We're going to keep an eye on pacing, we're going to keep an eye on your track, but are you continuously improving, iteratively improving your abilities in those areas as you grow? If you are, then mentoring's been successful.
Mentor replication is central to the way we think about mentorship and growth at Role Model. It's not about seeing an individual just grow to their highest potential, but unlocking the superpower that is the ability for them to mentor others in the same things that they've learned. We grow by teaching, and having a focus on the bigger impact of the team helps each individual to grow to their highest level.
What we would focus on is what you might call mentor replication. What that means is we want mentors to be mentoring mentees who learn how to be mentors through that process, and eventually they're passing on that capability to the people that they're mentoring. And it's a reinforcing cycle, everybody getting better at it all the time because we're practicing it all the time.
Whether you're a craftsman or someone fresh out of the academy, by having people that are further ahead and behind you in the mentorship journey allows us to have folks that are humble enough to learn and confident enough to teach others. We practically apply the role model way of mentorship in a few areas. First, with the Craftsmanship Academy, we build the foundation of learning with a new cohort of employees each year. And we continue that through direct and indirect mentorship focused on a clear path of growth with tight feedback loops.
The role model way of mentorship is different than what you'll find in most other organizations. It's not about an administrative exercise. It's not about checking boxes. It's really about creating a culture where We encourage growth, and people can feel free to receive and give feedback that can help other people grow.
Mentorship permeates our culture. We focus on the relationship and not a recipe of how to get there. A growth trajectory and not titles. And mentorship replication. Mentors that produce mentors.